What is that? Is that an achievement? What? Every single time. What? Why? What is this? Hi, I'm Neil from Cube3, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to get free Game Pass or free credit on your Xbox account. And this is through the Little Talked About Microsoft Rewards app, which can be downloaded on your Xbox One or Series consoles. And I'm just here to show you the full dashboard, which shows you all the opportunities to earn free points and paid for points. So let's shoot back to the top of this dashboard here, and let's talk about the weekly set. Now, there are free tasks every week, which often revolve looking at a certain game on the shop, earning 3 achievements, or completing some searches on Microsoft's search engine, Bing. Yeah, that's still a thing. It's a pretty simple process. You click on each one until you've done them, and just like that, you've earned 100 points. There's nothing else to it. It's just that simple. Plus, if you can keep that weekly streak going, then you can get a substantial amount of bonus points just for doing so. Going over here, you can see you can achieve 50 points just by getting an achievement. So get an achievement for the day, come back, get that 50 points. Every month there's a bonus round as well. You can get about 2,000 points. Similar thing, you get an achievement, do some Bing searches, come on to this rewards app 3 times a month or 3 times a week, depending on what it's asking you to do. And it's just that simple. You get prizes, you get really easy points just by coming on here. Furthermore, is go into things like this top 10 here. You again get an achievement from any of these games celebrating Game Pass. Each month these things change though, so sometimes it's not an achievement, sometimes you have to do something else, whether that be going on to a shop or something like that. There are other rewards that you can get as well, and these are paid for rewards. So we're looking around this Easter time when I'm recording this video, and if you spend about £35 on the Easter sale titles, you get 5,000 points. If you don't want to though, you don't have to, so there are big rewards of some of these. For example, purchasing Immortals Fenyx Rising or renting a movie. If you rent movies for £3.49 in value, you have to make sure you come and stamp these cards first and then go and do it. Alternatively, there are these mini 5-point rewards. They're very strange, but 5-point rewards, you check something out on the shop, for example, 2K Ball and Brumble, and then you just come back to the app and you've got your 5 points. Or you could be watching a trailer for Gears 5 or the Xbox Series X. You get extra points as well for streaks, and you get extra points for spending money on the shop. You get 20 points per every pound spent. But what about these then? What about the constant pop-ups? What do these mean? Even when you get that diamond ching. And there's another thing, but it's not an achievement. And this is what drew my attention to rewards. I kept on seeing these pop up, and I had to understand why. So these are Game Pass quests. If you have Game Pass installed on your Xbox, you will see these come up every now and again. And quite simply, you come into Game Pass quests, and they are earn an achievement in a game, play a Game Pass game, play 5 Game Pass games in a month, install some Game Pass games from your mobile phone or mobile app. Just playing Game Pass games generally gives you 5 points or 10 points, getting achievements likewise, and these come up every day. They're known as daily Game Pass quests. There are also weekly Game Pass quests and monthly Game Pass quests as well. Each of them have varying amounts, but as you can see just from me scrolling through here, I'm not going to go through them individually, but sometimes just by doing a daily quest, you complete a weekly quest, and sometimes by just completing a weekly quest, you then end up completing a monthly quest. So these points can be quite easy to accumulate as long as you make sure that you log on to the rewards app or play Game Pass games on a daily basis. And you can get quite a numerous amount of points by doing this. Probably about 2,000, 3,000 a month if you really go through all of them. Sometimes it does mean downloading a game like Injustice 2 and playing 10 matches on there. Now there's the other way of doing this, and that's for those people who don't have Game Pass. And that is if you use the Microsoft Rewards program on Bing, you can get this extension on Microsoft Edge, which is where I tend to do most of my browsing for my Microsoft Rewards. But there's something known as daily sets. And if you do the daily sets, similar to the Game Pass on Xbox really, they're very simple things that you can click on and you just get points for doing so. You may have seen on my Xbox that I had quite a few available points, and in April already I've earned 7,418, and as at the time of recording this video it was a bit lower. All you have to do to get the daily sets, I'll click on these links and you get 10 points for doing them quite easily. So sometimes they could just be something about a movie, or sometimes it could be asking you a poll. Just answer the question very, very quickly. There's no right or wrong answer on the polls. And then sometimes there are quizzes where you do get 5 points per correct answer, and there are quizzes where you can just don't do them. You just click onto them and they give you 10 points or whatever. These are very simple to do, but they actually also do something else, which is help you get a streak. But if you do come across the quizzes and you get stuck on some of these answers, you could just go to Bing search or even Google search and just Google the correct answer if you're that bothered. Sometimes the images can give it away. They can be a bit more obvious about which one's going to be, for example, the tallest volcano. But ultimately, if you could just guess your way through if you really wanted to. But getting those streaks is what's important, because you get streak bonuses. And as the days go up, you get more and more bonuses. And ideally, you want to keep that streak going for as long as possible. And that's the same as well on the Xbox, where you want to keep that streak going for as long as possible. Likewise here, you have the quests and punch cards. These are very similar to the ones on the Xbox. For example, renting something off the Xbox store in terms of movies or purchases. But there are free ones as well. So for example, you can go in there and similarly just click on links and it just exit out of them straight away. So you click on a link, brings up open in another tab, and you just close it off. There are quizzes. Sometimes they can be fun if they really pique your interest. For example, I quite like the geography quizzes and the history quizzes that they do. But you don't have to do them. You could literally just click onto them, click off, and the points pop onto your account. So you can go through these very, very simple processes. It takes you, about 30 seconds a day just to do this, just to open a couple of tabs. Obviously, I'm taking my time to explain it to you now, but this is very quick and easy to do. You just open 6 tabs. The one that takes a little bit longer are Bing searches. You get 3 points for every search that you do. So what I tend to do is just search something that I'm sort of into, like Nintendo or Game Pass or Xbox. I just keep letting the autofill do my searches for me. Sometimes I type in a little bit more, but with the PC searches or on Edge searches, you get 3 points per search, and there's up to 90 points available. So that's quick maths, 30 searches a day. And then on mobile, similarly, you get a maximum of 60 points. So you can do some searches on there, and you get some extra bonus ones if you use Microsoft Edge. So just keep doing that, and as you can see at the bottom of this, you can see that I've now completed my PC searches, so I won't bother doing that now. I'll take it to my mobile and do some mobile searches. But then you're saving up all of these points, but what for? So here, I've actually switched back to my Xbox because I think it's a clearer view, but you can get things for your points. So for example, if you want Xbox Live Gold, that's a few thousand points. If you want a few other gift cards, whether that be going to Cafe Nero or TK Maxx, shopping at Tesco or John Lewis or New Look, Halfords, redeem a number of points. But I think the best value for ones here are the Xbox ones. So I've set mine to auto redeem. You get £5 on the Xbox store for 5,500 points. You can pay 5,800 points for the Xbox gift card. Alternatively, you can get Game Pass for PC for 1 month, that's 6,800 points, or Game Pass for 3 months. It's obviously more cost effective to do it for 3 months. Or you can get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is obviously everything included from mobile, PC, and Xbox. If you go for 1 month, it's 12,000. If you go for the 3 months, it's slightly more cost effective at 35,000. So you save 1,000 points overall. But ultimately, there are a number of points that you can use to get whatever you'd like. I think it's more cost effective to do it on the Xbox rewards themselves, whether that be Xbox Live Gold, whether that be Game Pass, or whether that be redeeming money on the Xbox store. But if you're not interested in those things and you do want to spend some money at Tesco or any other retailers, depending on your geography, then you can go ahead and do so. This is quite literally free money to do very little things. What I will say is it's worth getting Xbox Game Pass just for 1 month, just to be able to then accumulate all of the points that you can get. Alternatively, what I do is get the £5 every month and I spend money on the shop to buy myself some games. So I put £5 on my account, I let that auto redeem, and then I just find games that are on sale that I would like to play. Now, yes, sometimes these games are on Game Pass, and I did miss out on the Definitive Survivor trilogy because I was an idiot. That was my fault. I could have bought that. But what I'm going to do is just buy games. I can buy my Tomb Raider games now here and have them on my Xbox forever as part of this. But also, what you could do is realistically earn Game Pass for free every month if you choose to do so. So if you want to pay for Game Pass using your points, I've earned over 12,000 points. I could get Game Pass for this, and to be honest, it's very minimal effort. 5 minutes a day, perhaps. If you're playing your Xbox anyway and you're earning achievements and you're playing games that are already on Game Pass, it's well worth your time. So I thought I'd just run that down. I know it's been quite a bit of a longer rundown, but for anyone who doesn't know about Microsoft Rewards, I suggest that you really set this up on your Xbox, download the app from the Microsoft Store, log into Bing, log into your Microsoft account on Edge, do some Bing searches, and just get into the habit of doing this every day. And eventually you can get 13,000, 14,000 points a month. That's Game Pass free for every month, or if you really wanted to, you could spend that on points and get about £10, £15, depending on how good you are at earning these points every month, just to spend on the shop. So there you go. I hope that I've been able to teach you something today. Please let me know in the comments if there's any other way that you've earned Microsoft Reward points even faster and more easier than I have. But for now, guys, that's everything.